I've been detained in Kuje prison. I know how the prison is structured. So when you tell me that prison is breached, I have an idea what it would have taken to break down the strong concrete fortifications of Kuje prison. There are so many uncertainties. There are so many questions not yet asked, not yet answered about what happened in Kuje. Many puzzles. One puzzle, the first puzzle is, there was absolutely no resistance to the terrorists. Nobody attempted to stop them. Nobody intercepted them. There was absolutely no resistance. And for there to be no resistance, something is wrong. Why? Because every day, every time, the prison is guarded. Every day, every time, Nigerian security agencies, the police, the army, the civil defense, the armed squad, prison armed squad, they are on a state of readiness in anticipation of a break. Those people were made to understand, to be prepared for trouble in the prison and for people breaking out of prison. So that is their bit. That is their instruction. That is their war. And they are in a state of readiness for it. But how come that none of them was on duty the day the terrorists came? Not a single shot was fired. Not a single shot was exchanged with those people. Not a single shot. How was that possible? How could that have happened? Not a single shot. They got into the prison around 9:30 p.m. They stayed there until after 1 a.m. For that period, no resistance, no attempt to attack them or confront them. They freed the inmates. I would say they actually ordered them out. The inmates came out of the prison according to someone who saw what happened. The inmates came out of the prison. They divided them into two parts. The Boko Haram members on one side, others on the other side. They asked them to squat. And then when they squatted, they gave them 15 minutes long lecture on Islam. They ministered to them in Islam. After ministering to them, they gave money to their own people, the Boko Haram people, gave them money and placed them in vehicle or bikes for them to escape. And then they turned to the rest and said, you guys can find your way. Some of the inmates then returned to the prison, very few. Others felt, well, this is an opportunity. Or they might be afraid of what will happen to them if they stayed back. It's difficult to go into the mind of an inmate and determine whether he was escaping from justice or whether he was running for his life, because the place where they're kept, which was supposed to be secure, had just been invaded by terrorists. And those terrorists could have killed all of them if they wanted. But they didn't kill them. Then, so they left the prison. It was in the night. So they ran in all directions, I can guess. Some realized how futile it was for them to run and returned. Some proceeded and encountered all kind of obstacles. There is a river. This is what we're hearing. We're not sure. There's a river near Kuje, and some of these people fell. About 50 drowned in the river. So it has been said. Unverified, but this is anecdotal account. Some met resistance. The local vigilantes that were mobilized when they heard of this began to look for people in their bushes and caught them and beat the hell out of them, injured them, and possibly killed some before return. And those they returned to prison. Soldiers met some people somewhere we learned, leading to the case of fatalities. So, it's not everybody who escaped that is still on the run. Some returned, some died. So, it is a major challenge for Nigerians because ordinarily, when someone escapes from prison, he's an outlaw, he's to be pursued, captured, and returned, and even attacked. But when someone was forced out of prison by terrorists, you have to have a double mind in the way you judge that person. He may not be escaping from the prison, he may be escaping from the terrorists. A lot of the inmates had come back, and many will come back. It's really difficult to be on the run. A few of them will run successfully because some of them had no identity. Some people, because of problems and corruption in the police, some people were wrongly placed in prison, even with false names. So if those ones escape, especially those ones without evidence against them, without a complainant against them, if they escape, it's difficult. They will disappear. They have no identity. They may never be found. But the situation in Kuje gives us, everybody, a cause for concern. Why and how were they able to breach the prison unresisted, unstopped, and operate in the prison for 5 hours or 4 hours unstopped? It will not happen. Such will not happen without collusion, without connivance with powerful people in government. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.